Hey dudes, welcome to episode 7 of my Banished Let's Play series. It's TheeRealDuke. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing alright. We have here our beautiful and colorful, like this a little touch of teal here, our newly built markets. We're going to talk about the market a bit today. We are also going to... these are the plans I have for this episode. We'll see how far we get. We're holding out hope for a trader. With some freaking sheep so we can get some wool happening here. We're going to talk about those for a little bit. I want to talk about town halls too. A lot of people build town halls way early in the game, and I waited for a specific reason, which we'll get to hopefully. We got to talk about a hospital maybe. Wells. We need some more wells around. So we have a bit to do. We got this well here. So I'm actually going to unpause the game, let this rock at 2x. Here's our market. So let's get someone to be a vendor at the market. So we'll give it to someone. We can have up to 12 people there working hard as it starts to rain here. We are in early summer, year 12 of our little civilization. So you know what? We're going to let this... We're actually going to hold off on this for right now. What I want to do first is actually talk to you guys about the trading post. So, as you know, we are waiting for a trader to come along with some sheep. We're going to take the sheep. We're going to create another pasture. Excuse me. We're going to create another pasture. Move the sheep there. Maybe we'll get some other good stuff. Maybe he'll just show up with good coats on him or something. But anyway, so... we can actually, what you can do is actually increase the number of traders that appear at your place. Now, there is no ring around here. There's no ring of influence like, I don't know, the gatherer's hut or, the forestry hut have. But a little bit further down, and I'm thinking right around here, we'll just connect this road out a little bit. We can actually put another one. Now, if we put another trading post there, we can actually attract more traders. It's not by, some people think it's by staffing and putting additional people to work at the trading post. That's not the case. It's actually number of trading posts. So, let's see if we can see how long it'll take to make that happen. So let's throw a road down here. We're gonna just actually, how should we do this? I guess, yeah, here we go. Just turn it like this, and I'm actually going to line it up. Oh, I can't. Junk butts. That's alright. So let's start here. I don't think anybody's actually working on anything at this time, but let's connect this road. Let's see here. I guess I'll just run it. Might as well. No big whoop. We have a lot of laborers right now, so it's all good. More on the way. So let's let this happen. And one of the other things I wanted to talk about also was a town hall. A lot I wanted to get covered today, but I'm actually I've been saving this little spot here, right here, for the town hall. So let's get to it. And the town hall is this little American government style building. And we're just going to throw that here. Now we get a couple bonuses and abilities and things. You know what? Actually, let's not put the town hall there, and I'll explain why in a second. Where should we put the town hall? I think I will put it. Can't fit it there. What if I turn it? Nope. Still no. Just one too big. I was saving this spot for it. That's why it fits exactly right here. It fits like perfectly right there because that's what the spot I was saving for. But let's put it. You know what? Let me finish outlining the market here with some road. and then I will throw it on the corner, so it'll be close. On the corner. Why can't I see? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to throw this here on the corner. We're going to let this build. Probably going to speed it up for a minute, and then we will come back. Hopefully trading post number 2 will also be done by then, and then we will talk a little bit more. We're going to get a staffer there, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the market and about the town hall. Oh boy, do you see what it is? It is a trader. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's Deloran again. He has come back, bringing us only cattle. Come on, man. Come on, Deloran. Get your head in the game, man. Get your head in the game. Need some wool here. Get some sheep. Man. Alright. Dismiss. Thanks for stopping by, Deloran. Stuff still building. So we'll be right back. Yeah, so you see what I'm seeing here? Check out down here. Look at this. Boom, merchant. Boom, merchant. 2 merchants. 2 for 2 with merchants. 1 here and 1 at the other one. Let's reduce this to 1x so they don't leave. They just got there, so I don't think they will. But let's see what we got here. Pumpkin seeds. That is expensive. 2,500 for those pumpkin seeds. Does not want fish. Not a problem. We're alright. Don't need a pumpkin seeds right now. So let's go ahead and dismiss this one. And let's check our other one. What do we got here? Trade. We have Carmelame, the Carmelame, the livestock merchant. More cattle. Butts, double butts. Thanks for stopping by our humble city, though, Carmelame. I do appreciate it. So, what other little developments do we have going on here? Well, let me take you downtown. Take you downtown. 96% on the town hall, but I wanted to show you the marketplace, which is sweet. So what the marketplace does is it has vendors, and the vendors are runners. The runners, they basically just go and get stuff from all of the places they need to get stuff, and then they bring it here. And what things do they get? They get all of the things. So I've done nothing here. I built this. I had one person start to work here, and they fill it with all this stuff. Now, if any of the people within, I think it's like, yeah, you can see it's like a 90 block diameter, 90 square diameter. Anywhere within this circle, the people will just, if they need anything, they'll just go right here. Now, this is important because, let's say somebody over here needs stone for some reason. Well, stone's here. Okay. There's no stone in here yet because stone's a little bit low, but it's coming. You can see we have iron in there. Or let's say somebody over here needs tools. Well, normally they would have to go to the blacksmith, which is over here. It's right here, but they can just pick up the tools at the market and then head back, and that is adds efficiency. It adds efficiency, so it's a more convenient place. It also helps us kind of keep somewhat tabs on our stuff here, but more importantly, and this just finished, which is hotness, we have the town hall. So there's a bunch of tabs now. The town hall opens you up to a lot of temptations and a lot of possibilities. It gives you great amounts of information. It gives you really great insights, lots of useful things, but there's this temptation there that I want you to really try hard to resist, because cities and civilizations like my humble one here and larger have failed or been brought to their knees by mistakes made possible only through the town hall, and I am talking about this button right here. Nomads. Okay, so what happens is there are no nomads requesting citizenship at this time. As soon as you build a town hall, your little city, your little civilization that you're trying to do here, opens itself up to the possibility of accepting nomads' citizenship. Cinnamonship. They arrive on a cinnamon sprinkle ship. No, it allows you to accept them, and it is so tempting to do it. It is so tempting to do it. It is so tempting, and let me tell you why it's tempting to do it. Because you say, "Oh, I've been good stockpiling food. Look at this ridiculous amount of food we have here," and you've been thinking to yourself, "Oh, yeah, if I have more people, then I can do more things." Well, remember from last episode, number one rule: if you are rushing to do something in Banished, you messed up. You're doing something wrong. This is not a game about speed building and rushing for things. I'm sure you could play that way, but it is fraught with danger unless you are a master at it. So I do not recommend trying that. So essentially, what happens is 30 free villagers will pop into your lap, and what are you gonna? It's roughly, as soon as you do this, it's roughly between 10 and 30% of your population has the potential to show up at your door to work and just be like, "Hey, put us to work. We're here. Let's join your civilization." Well, they bring a couple things with them. They bring no useful supplies. They bring ratty clothes. They are uneducated, and they also have the potential to bring disease. So if you do plan on accepting nomads, okay, you need to make sure you have a hospital built, which we don't have built yet because we don't need one yet. That's not why I built the town hall. Okay. We have the herbs. We have the herbalists cranking out enough herbs for us. We don't need to worry about that. Do not worry about that. Please, please tell me you won't worry about that. Please don't worry about that. Okay. You will need to make sure that your production of food is enough year over year to support an increase in those people. Or otherwise, okay, they're going to show up. They're going to need housing. They're going to need new clothing. They're going to need firewood for the winter. More firewood than you've ever made, most likely. They're going to need to be educated, which they're not. They're going to need tools to use. If you have all of those things and you are certain that your civilization will not take a hit, short-term or long-term, because of that, you make the call at that point. But if there's any doubt in your mind, because like right now I'm seeing 13,000 food. 13,000 stored food. Are you serious? That's plenty. What will I ever need that amount of food for? Let's check the graphs here. Okay. This is population. Let's check the food. Okay, so our food production peaks right about here. Okay. So year over year, this is how much we're producing. It took a little dip here. Took a little dip here. It takes dips, it spikes and goes up or down. People die, and things like that. This is over 1 year. Let's get over 2 years. Okay, over 5 years. You see what we're doing here? Over 10 years. We're not at 25 years yet, but okay. You see how it's going up like that. Now we have 46 plus 14 is 60. We have 78 people that need food in their bellies right now. What if we added an additional 8 people? How would that affect this graph? It may be that, most likely it'll be fine, but it may be that we may not be able to produce enough food sustainably over time to keep this going up. In other words, after we add those 8 people, this may start to slowly decrease over time. So we're going to add more food sources. Now, we're going to have to add more food sources eventually anyway. But adding 8 people to our 80-odd people that we have here is only 10%. What if we added 24 people? Then this thing is probably going to drop. Okay, that's within the 10 to 30 range. So that's 10 to 30% of our initial population. So it's something to consider. Take it seriously, please. Okay, we have inventories here, so now we can look at our total stores, which is really, really nice to do. We are pulling in a huge amount of onions, pulling in a huge amount of mushrooms. Things we are pulling in huge amounts of are things that we should maybe think about being able to trade. You know, might want to trade those types of things. Our production, just general production. So these graphs are very useful. Our trade items, this is really the only thing we received through trading yet. So we're gonna keep an eye out down here for more traders to show up. So what do you guys think? It's pretty simple. This is a useful tool. This is a very, very useful tool. The reason I resist doing that or building that sooner is, you know, it does have a cost associated with it. It's not free to build. It is a informational tool. It's an informational tool, and it can allow you to make huge improvements to your town. It can allow you to make really great, smart moves that could end up saving your town eventually. So it is extremely useful, but so many people have told me stories about the huge dent that allowing these poor, destitute nomads to move in with them. They become an instant drain on your civilization. So, you know, if you do it, be careful. Be careful when you do it. So I am about to run out of room for students here, so I'm going to throw a couple other things together here. We're going to get a few other buildings built. I'm going to start building up my stone pile, and we will return shortly. Do you see him? You see him sneaking up here? Okay. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. Ding ding. Trade potato seeds. You know what? I think we can make alcohol from those. 2,500 is a lot. Not willing to trade fish, though. What can we get out of here? We can only get 1,200. That's a bummer. He doesn't want fish. He can take firewood. What do you think? Do we have enough firewood? Do we have enough firewood? Well, we seem to get seeds often enough. I'm not 100% sure if we have enough firewood or produce enough firewood to go ahead and make that happen. But it seems like pretty much everything that comes through here is a cost of about 2,500. So, you know, I need to remember that we're going to need about 700. About 700 firewood, which is all the firewood that we have right now. So that's not going to work next time. Not in a rush. Our health is good and our happiness is good. We are still expanding well. Still nothing over here, but hopefully soon we will get a dude, maybe in the summertime. I think last time was when we got them. But I think I want to wrap up this episode with just those couple of important points and thoughts about how we're going to be progressing here. So soon we will have an explosion of life and love and happiness here. We're going to start getting some more houses. Together. We have a boarding house that we might want to think about putting in. We have maybe some stone house upgrades, which we can talk about. This place is full. I hope Arium has a place to live. But remember, okay, a couple key points to take with you from this episode, okay? The market is awesome. One person is working here, not 12. If there was 1 million people living around here, this place would be kind of zipping. It allows you also to have people live in one spot and work in a completely other spot, and still maintain efficiency. So for example, we have these guys out far away, or these guys out far away here, so we don't need houses exactly near here necessarily. We can have houses back in the city center someplace and then have jobs out here. So that could come in handy in the future, like if we start to expand out here across the big river, which we will obviously have to do sometime soon. So that comes in handy. You just need one person there. There's no reason to fill it and staff it with 1 million people, unless these things, you can't keep up with these things, keep up with filling these things, and don't worry about it. Then maybe think about adding, but that shouldn't be an issue this early in the game for you. The town hall. If you promise yourself that you can build the town hall and resist the urge to without complete certainty. Complete certainty, 100% certitude. Pure, unadulterated certitude, true certitude, certainty. Fit or have enough space to accommodate nomads who initially create quite a drain on your economy, on your stores, on your supplies, on your people. Then resist the urge to build it. If you can't 100% guarantee that you won't, just get more people and click allow. Then don't do this. However, I strongly recommend you get the fortitude to resist that urge, because look at this. This is in my opinion, other than the graphs. I do like the graphs because it's a quick visual representation of what's going on. So if I just check out that stockpile, check out our population growth over 25 years. Look at that spike. It's like boom, it is going up. But it is at a smooth angle. So we have little dips where people die of old age, and that's all people have been dying of here so far. So knock on wood for that. But if yours starts to look curved in this fashion, curved up, your population may be growing a little bit too quickly. So ease up on the new house building. When you build new houses, new families can start. If you reduce the number of houses you build and just trickle steadily, you will get this nice smooth curve here. But yeah, so I do love this for that reason. You can just glance at that and understand it. But this is cool. Used in a year, per year. Okay. Each year we use 8,000 food in total in this city. Okay. If you want to call it a city. Maybe we'll call it a city by now. In 1 year, that's what we produce. Okay? In 1 year, this is what we use, and then under produced, this is how much we produce. This gives us a surplus, okay? A slight surplus of about 8, and this is about, let's say this is 11. That gives us about a 3,000 food surplus. So every year, this number grows by about 3,000. Has the potential to. Okay, so this is huge. So if you do see some nomads show up, you can figure out by looking at your production tab here if it's possible. But unless you're certain, please just resist the urge. Your city will thrive much better for your restraint in that matter. So anyway, keep your fingers crossed for me that we get some more wool or some better seeds. That would be nice. We're gonna try and increase our firewood production also. But that is it for this episode. I want to thank you dudes so much for watching. Check out my YouTube channel for other let's plays and gaming videos. I really do truly appreciate your view. I appreciate every view, every like, every comment, and every sub. I truly do, and I want to say thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. But as for right now, in the quaint little town of Dukesburg, that's gonna do it. TheeRealDuke, and I'm out.